Welcome, hockey fans, to the Queenstown Arena. Second game of the two-game semifinal between the SkyCity Stampede and the Phoenix Thunder. I'm Dave Dubnik, Joel LeBreton, and Matt Chavez here, bringing you the play-by-play and the colorful color tonight. This battle between these two top teams. Well, last night, wow.
It was a good game, wasn't it? Just for two periods, the Thunder and the Stampede went toe-to-toe for just a very physical and yet quick match.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was, had everything.
Yeah, it felt like it turned though right about the start of the third period, and they made it 5-2, and that's where we ended up 7-3 at the end of the first game. And just to make sure that everybody at home is aware, it's an aggregate goal series. So that means that the Dunedin Phoenix Thunder will start in a 4-goal hole today to try to even this one up. So it will say 0-0 on the scoreboard, but it's basically 4-0 Stampede.
Yeah, they've got to dig themselves out of a bit of a hole. But we were mentioning earlier, off air, that this season, the amount of split games that have occurred over the entire league has, in my mind, has been the greatest amount, and anything can happen. The only difference here is Dunedin can't just win. They need to win.
They need to win big.
Big. So
yeah, but I mean, last time these teams played on the Friday Stampede, Dunedin took it, and then the score was reversed the following night on the Saturday when Stampede came back and turned it around. So playoff hockey, anything can happen.
Don't you just love hockey? Well, we've got the Admirals game against the Swarm next weekend, which is going to be the other pieces of the puzzle to see what's going to happen. So the winner of this game will be playing against the winner of the other game. We'll probably cover more of that and how that all will unravel, because the winners it'll depend on the winners where the final is being played.
That's right.
Which makes it really difficult and interesting for people wanting to buy tickets. People want to support whether or not they buy airline tickets or they're staying home, all that.
So let's jump to the highlights from last night, and then that'll give us some context as to what we're blabbering on about here, right?
We're talking about,
There you go. We'll see you in just about 7 minutes.
Bounds. It's turned around right on the dot. And Lewis can't control that shot. And again, and scores! Just picking up those rebounds. Was that?
Yeah, that was Chris Eden.
Eden picking up the scraps there.
Yep.
We'll go to a replay here.
Yeah, here's the initial shot by Lewis.
Oh yeah, you can see this in the second shot. And then Eden just coming through and chipping it out.
Yeah, the breakdown there is it's defensive because they allowed Eden to come up the slot there. The two defenders stayed wide.
Can't get a handle on it. In the feet, tapped up, broken up beautifully by Rusky Jones. Over the blue line, shot, hits the glass. The puck rolls in front. Oh my goodness. I swore that was a goal, but it wasn't. Did all he could.
You'll be able to see it really well from this angle here.
So off the glass, rolls.
Spins right.
Oh my goodness.
That's what you saw.
That's
so
what
close.
I saw. Get in. Destroyer around behind the net. Robbed by Devlin, and
wow, big play by Devlin there to feed that, to have the we'll get to see that on replay.
Harrison
to have the patience to wait the defenseman out and pass it across to a very open Connor Harrison.
Back to Beckstead. Beckstead feeds Eden. Back to Beckstead in the corner now. Beckstead spins and shoots and backhanded in.
Joe Orr on that one.
See here, Beckstead just fires it on net, or bang, backhand, sends it home.
That was not an easy puck to collect.
Yeah, and also not being able to collect. Stroyer kept that in at the blue line.
Good.
Fantastic play. Just bang, bang, held it in. And without that, this never eventuates, and it's 2-1 for the Thunder.
Kept up and out where Ross collects. Hits McIntosh. McIntosh over the blue line. Herring dogs him and knocks him down and shot. He still gets it away And Ross scores.
Wow.
I got to have another look at that.
Yeah, that was a great effort.
To be honest, I was watching McIntosh fall over, which isn't often.
Yeah, Regan Wilson out of position on this play. Got caught going towards the boards, and that pass going in front was deadly here. You'll see Wilson crossing and getting caught on that side.
Yes.
You can't do that.
How does he
Drifting
get that pass
across
away?
there.
How did he get that pass away? Here's a chance.
Oh, that was a bad pizza.
Devlin. That was Freer. Had a. Oh, Devlin, sorry.
And that is Max McCarg with that goal.
I think if we can play that back, quite far back,
Yeah.
because there's a little bit of a slip up there that left Dylan Devlin absolutely unguarded.
That was an absolute gift for Devlin.
Collects it. He's got McCullum with him. He's got his brother McCullum back to the point. Shot. Tapped in and scores!
Ross to Ross, right there.
Yeah, throw McCullum in there for good measure.
We're definitely going to see a replay of that one. But no, Thunder was doing a great job closing down the options on that power play, but just couldn't clean up that rebound, unfortunately.
Yeah, once again, you've got a rebound coming
Pops
out.
straight out to Herring, and Ross just gets his stick to it first.
Chases.
A little bit of a difficult cycle for the Thunder here. They're kind of getting stagnant with the puck, waiting for Beckstead to do something.
Oh, beautiful dance.
That went 5-hole. Goal came off.
Here we go.
Look at this beautiful move.
Oh my
Toe
goodness.
drag through, just tries to slip it through 5 there.
Can't get, finally it gets out. McIntosh. Ross back to McIntosh. McIntosh.
Oh,
Shot scores.
God.
Points upward to the sky. With eyeballs
Through
to
the
the top
slot.
corner. What?
Doesn't even touch it, just lets the puck guide its way through.
Yeah, that's right.
Points it to the sky.
Yeah. And it ends up on Beckstead's stick. He is everywhere.
Double team and a goal.
Oh.
Colin McIntosh from Ross.
That was the way that came together was such a beautiful play. It really was. We'll get to see it on the replay in a second. And you watch how this all unfolds.
Ross with it. Skates it.
I don't know how that didn't go
How
in,
did
guys.
Chuck save that? Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
That is an amazing cross.
He did a great job to get on top of that.
He moved from pillar to post here.
Out of the way and get this expired, assuming Blair can catch this one. Arm stays down for that one, guys.
That's interesting. Center pass. Scores!
C-Mac with the hat trick.
The Hattie.
Effort.
That's post layout.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it is. But coming into the zone, that was definitely
Questionable.
Well, we can have a conversation about that one if we look at that one again. I want to know where the Thunder are going to find offense, and that's how they do it. Of course, I just had to
That's
ask.
where they're going to find it, with Flighty.
That's one way to do it. There's many ways to do it. Let's have a look at that.
All night as well. You watch him just come through the middle there. Great shot.
Was there a collection in front? Redirection?
We might be able to see from this angle here, actually. Oh, no, I think Ordis has had a chop at it, but I think that was all Flighty.
There's a chance from McIntosh. McIntosh has got 9 seconds to do his magic, and it won't happen. Otis over the red line. Otis takes a shot, bounces off of Amston, and that ends
And that's
the first of the
first
final.
of 2 games. First 3 of 6 periods.
So there you have it. The beautiful beginning for Dunedin, moderate second period, and then just like a horse race, Stampede started to distance themselves or stampede their way past Dunedin in the third period.
You got Colin McIntosh with a natural hat trick at the end there to seal things off.
Yeah.
Before that, it was all looking quite even.
Matt, you brought up an interesting thing with a 7-3 game. Toby Shook played outstanding.
Yep.
And it's like, even though he played a weaker goalie, it would have been off the charts.
Well, I mean, he had a couple of toe saves that you can say are down to his height, which is very helpful. Very proactive in the net, getting into the right spots, and following across the crease. The biggest problem for Shuck actually kind of boils down to not allowing passes to cross the slot. He's finding a lot of success by being big in half the net, which is all you can do, right? So you play bubble hockey. It's a little twist, and you go left side, right side, left side, right side. But if they continue to cross the puck through the midline in the ice, that's the main problem, because Shuck can't. That's the one thing he can't do, is he can't cover the whole goal. And if those passes continue to come out of the half boards and cross the ice, you can't stop that.
So that's the responsibility of the defenseman, not to leave the goalie hanging on that open side, cover that man.
Absolutely.
And Stampede did, in that review we just saw, Stampede did a great job of drifting in behind.
There we go. It's another sold-out crowd here tonight in beautiful, warm 4-degree Queenstown. 600 people here tonight to watch this barn burner of a game. It's gonna be.
We're not. Queenstown Stampede are not very good hosts.
Not very polite, really.
Not very welcoming.
Not well trained in the etiquette.
So I'll go through the format again. The semifinal series, and just the semifinal series, is a 2-game series, aggregate score. There's no home goals or anything like that, because both games are obviously here in Queenstown. There's nothing like that. It's just total score. So 7-3 was the score yesterday. Dunedin will need 4 goals, a 4-goal win, in order to force overtime. And there's a 20-minute overtime if that's there. If they win by 5, Dunedin advances. If they win by 3 or less, it's the Stampede advance. That's just basically what it comes down to. So last night, like you said, C-Mac had the hat trick. And I think the big thing for him today is to keep up the hockey IQ. His timing and patience in possession was excellent for the Stampede last night, as well as his outlet passing. That's something to be to not take for granted if you're the Stampede. He's got to show up and do it again if you want to continue with that type of momentum.
Absolutely. I've no doubt C-Mac will continue to bring. It's just what he does. He's a outstanding playmaker in this league. He has been for years.
And then the last one for me, the Cole Beckstead. The Thunder will go the way that Beckstead goes. And when I had the interview yesterday with Coach Freer, that question was, how is it that you're playing him? How are you adjusting? And they adjusted in each period how they decide to take him on. In the second period, they were double teaming, and it worked pretty well. In the third, they got even better because they made him skate with the puck far longer, and nobody's better than the Stampede at covering up lanes.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that just goes back talking about the keys to success for Phoenix Thunder tonight. Get on the scoreboard early, chip away at the aggregate deficit. That's something they did really, really well last night, I feel, is they just got on the scoreboard early and just took it to the Stampede, played with a lot of aggression. Being the offensive team, don't give Stampede any time and space, quoted Matt Enright. It's exactly what they need to do tonight. You were talking about Toby Shook last night. 51 shots he faced.
And
there's some good high-quality chances in there. He stood on his head for Dunedin, and he's going to need to do that again tonight and just be an absolute brick wall in net again. Pims, obviously a huge difference there, 29. That stems from Beckstead taking the 5, narrowly avoiding a suspension as well. You're looking through the NZIHL, if you take a game misconduct and a game ejection, it usually results in the following game being suspended. But it wasn't the case today.
No.
He got lucky.
Referees
deciding after a last minute catch up that he gets to suit up tonight, which Dunedin fans and players will be ecstatic about having him on the ice. Missing Chris Eden though, which is a huge loss for the Phoenix Thunder. Obviously, huge playmaker. And after last night, did some looking into Chris Eden actually. The top goal scorer and top points getter for the NZIHL of all time. He's played 240 games in this league. He's scored 256 goals and has 477 points at a clip of 1.99 points per game.
Sheesh.
So that is outstanding.
And he scored the first goal and had an assist in the second last time.
Oh,
so,
yes.
Yeah, it was no mistake that he's out there on the ice. And those are some big skates to fill tonight. And somebody's going to have to step up for the Thunder to do it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So as we get ready here, the still waiting on the referees to come out on the ice.
Here they come down the stairs now.
Making a grand entrance as expected.
Well, we can give them a little applause. Thank you for coming out, guys. There we go. The
clicks for the refs.
Head referee Brooke Petro, linesman Adam Nagy collecting the pucks. Head referee.
That's Ryan Hissong.
The Ryan Hissong, and then there's Ted Howard also on lining. I think they did a very good job last night.
Generally they did, and they were very patient and
whistles in the pocket.
Yep. But they didn't miss anything egregious.
They let things roll.
Yeah.
This is playoff hockey.
Absolutely. There's always a lot more intensity and a lot more goes by the wayside in playoff hockey. But in saying that, they will put a lid on this game if they need to. And we're going to get a good indication of what's going to happen very soon. Everyone's out here just lining up. Looks like we've got Harrison, McCarg, and Devlin out on this first line here, with Talon, Beckstead on the centre, and Herring on the wing.
And here we go. Puck drop for the first period here.
Let's get it on.
Queenstown. Blair takes it after the Thunder win the opening face-off, and they move it forward. Dumped in, and it's Tyon and Steven playing for it to the backboard. Turned around quickly, but Blair has it again neutral. Sent in, dropped down with a glove, and now it's Harrison up the right side. He gains the zone, gets it to Devlin. He spins around, backhand goes to the other side of the ice, and we are underway here with a quick start, and it's Beckstead with the puck coming out for the Thunder. Passes it forward to Tyon, flips it in, avoids a bit of a check, but ends up hitting the deck, and line changes for both sides. Amson throwing it forward, and some care with the puck there as Wilson has it, sends it forward, and we go back and forth a little bit. Ross with it. That was Nolan Ross, not Davis. And that pass forward, looking like it'll go for icing, but not, because Ryan gets, wow, that's a goal.
Oh my God.
From behind the goal line, Nolan Ross.
Can we have another look at that?
Damn, we're definitely going to get another look at that. That was the tightest angle I've ever seen.
Up and to the left.
Yeah.
The magic puck. The magic puck.
Shuck was not expecting that.
No, obviously off his body.
I'm about to say, I feel like it's gone off the back of his shoulder here. We're not even going to be able to see him shoot. He's that far behind the line.
It came off his left pad and then in the fiver, I think.
He was half a meter behind that goal line.
No way to expect that shot, and we're back underway. Thunder having to quickly get themselves back in sorts here as they gain the zone. Low shot kicked away by Brooks, and then he gloves it actually, and it was Steitley with the low shot.
Oh, here we go again.
Let's go back to that.
Look how deep he is behind this goal line here.
A few games ago, McRae scored a goal off the line.
That's
and
right.
This
We'll be able to see it here a little bit better. Where this, I still can't work
I think it was.
I
think this is a magnetic puck. Just spectacular.
Is it what?
So for in order to take this one in the defensive zone for the Stampede, they missed one face-off. That was called against Sofer. Delay a game possible here. They're just going to have a quick discussion, maybe add a second to the scoreboard, I think is what the discussion is. 18:37 to go in the first period. What is really the fourth period for this Stampede Thunder matchup. And with the score, there it is. There's the second back on the board. 5-goal difference at the moment in aggregate. Stampede grab the puck off the faceoff, and it's being held behind by Davis Ross. Up to Chalice off a skate, comes back a little bit, pass forward. McCray taps it to go in. No icing here. Lily's going to chase it down into the corner. Gets there first. And now it's Hurring. And they go back out to the blue line. And it is Davis Ross with a wrister and an easy save for Shuck.
That was, I think, an easy view for Shuck all the way from the blue line to snag that puck. No clutter in front. Well done. I wonder about goalies and how they shake those unfortunate goals off like that. He's back in it, ready to roll.
Moore takes that one away from Muskie Jones, and that goes behind the net. Thunder trying to get this out. It's Schroyer sending it behind the net and gets it taken away. Another chance in front. Stampede trying to get some sort of a chaotic run in front into the crease, but the Thunder hold off on this one. They pass it forward, but not out of the zone. Turned around. Harrison with a run at it, but he can't get to it in time. Puck stopped.
Wow.
Shuck with the glove.
You talk about puck luck and the way the puck just bounced that. Trying to clear it out. Thought he had a good shot. Just whiffed the pass. Blocked down by a Stampede player. It's bounced back to another Stampede player. Gets a shot on net and another offensive zone face-off.
Beckstead grabs that one, but it's turned around, and that shot goes, well, it was Rusky Jones taking it, and I don't know, I guess Shuck didn't have it fully there, but we play on, and the Thunder looking to move it out. This time Beckstead skates it out, tries to pass it forward. 3 Stampede jump in front of him. Devlin sends it around, goes behind the net, and they send it back to the half boards. It comes back to Barry, who's out there on that second line now, as he's moved up in Eden's spot. And now Beckstead goes back. Hurring with a shot that's knocked away. Doesn't get through. Devlin with a good defense there. Stays in at the point. Hurring with another shot. He whiffs on it. And that comes back out. It's passed forward. And Devlin goes for a change here. Max Hurring's going to pick up that puck and skate it back out. Looking up ice. Gets a spot for a moment. Then passes it to the middle. Goes through to Blair. He oversteps his defender, McCullum. And now McIntosh with it, brings it in the zone. 3-on-2. They go behind the net. That's a save, kicked away. And they continue the rotation. Amston from a long ways out. That one goes begging off the left side and then gets flipped back out. Amston and Burns in the back. And 2 on the forecheck, interestingly, for the Thunder. They jump on that, but C-Mac's on the left side. He's going to take it into the corner. Knocked away by Lilly. And now Steitley with it with the outlet pass, but directly to Callum Burns. And now McIntosh plays it. They try to keep it in. Not quite enough there. And Amston plays it off the boards. Freer sweeps it in. They go for a change. And now it's Lilly. Lilly up the right side, passes it forward to the red line. Steitley can't handle it. And they turn it back around. Chalice is going to go dump and chase. It's on target. And Schroyer keeps it off the net. Can't play it out. And now it is swept back inside by the Stampede. Schroyer with it now in the corner, sends it around to the other side. And it's Clark trying to get that one out. They skate it out. And indeed, Audis cross-ice pass. And they flip it in. Brooks with a quick glove, doesn't hold on to it. Flips it into the corner, and the Stampede look to break out here. Up the left side. McCray dumping and chasing. Goes all the way around to the other half board, swept aside by Shuck as that was passed through the crease. And now the Thunder look 3-on-3. Try to pass that forward. It bounces around. Hurring with it. Shot, and it gets through. Goal for the Thunder. That one unassisted by Jacob Hurring.
Let's have a look at that.
That was an outstanding shot. It just had the power. Brooksy just didn't quite get on top of it. You see it just dribble across the line, but
also, if you notice, the Stampede backed off here, letting him shoot.
Let him shoot.
And bad mistake with Harry.
It is. From the other angle, we'll see how that's kind of snuck through there. But yeah, all the time in the world, and it's just popped up over the pad and gone across the line.
He took most of the power out of that puck, but not all.
Not enough.
1-1 the score on today's game. That goes back to a 4-goal lead for the Stampede in aggregate. And it is the Thunder trying to get something started here offensively, something they desperately need to do. and had problems with yesterday, and that is Jacob Hurring getting that shot deflected going into the net.
Yeah, well, we were talking at the beginning of the game there about how the first goal is going to be so important, but that second goal is very, very important too. Dunedin needs to build off this momentum they've got right now.
They jump back into the game immediately, which is really, really good.
Yeah.
Beckstead loses that one off the offside dot. Rusky Jones comes in, skips over Blair. Beckstead has to play defense, and that puck goes through the crease dangerously, but nobody home to sweep it in for the Stampede. Now Rusky Jones flips it back in. Shot pass off the boards. It's going to come out quickly. Beckstead misses that pass, and it is true that's going to reset for the Stampede. Moving that forward, Devlin looking for the outlet, goes cross ice, up to McCarg off the board. Did he come in onside? He did. That's passed low. Rusky Jones with a chance. That goes by on the half boards, and they turn it back around. That is McCullum sitting there at the half boards, harassed by two players, but the Thunder being very careful not to let anybody cut in. And that goes just as far as the point. Low kick in, flipped up, stays in play. Goes to Amston, high shot, goes off Audis. And the Stampede going for a partial change here. That puck goes out to neutralize Freer with a backhand. And in we go with Ross. Ross held up at the blue line expertly this time, and now Wilson has the puck looking to get that out. On the break, Steitley's going to get there first, no icing. And it comes around the half boards, and the Thunder still have it. Steitley's going to chase this one down. But this one's going out to C-Mac, and he is going to push it back out to neutral. They throw it back in, and the Stampede have control. They give it up through neutral ice. Schroyer with the long pass forward. Goes up to Lewis. Lewis skips by Burns, avoids the check, and then a shot going a little over the crossbar there. Easily played by Brooks in the glove.
That was a really nice shot. I was going to mention way earlier, way earlier, Ross had another shot from the corner. I wonder if he's like thinking this might work more often.
Well, they've got something figured out against Shuck. It's just a question of whether they continue to try to play high on him or if they try to exploit a 5-hole loophole, I guess. That's all right. We'll see Schroyer come in on his own. He skates at the length of the ice, takes the shot. That backhand was knocked away by Brooks. Goes into the corner. Flight sends it low, and now it's Beckstead. Taken out of the place for just a moment. Now a good hit, but it's the Stampede that gets there. And Schroyer with a good one as well, but that just holds everything up momentarily. Davis Ross with the pass around the back. And now out to McRae. McRae ends up in the referee's arms for a moment, and now goes behind to the Thunder, and they look to break out. Pass forward. Beckstead with it. 3-on-3 here. He's going to gain the zone himself. Hold on to it. Ross holding his position. That puck stays against the kick plate. Comes back. Goes past Hurring, and it's going to go the length here. They've got to skate this one down. Max Hurring's going to get there. No icing as he held up, and that was waved off. Thunder still have it. They're going to pass it, try to get out. That's a mistake there as Rusky Jones ends up with it in the offensive zone. They hold on to it. Skating around, and a hooking call coming up against Enright. That is a delayed call, and it'll be the Stampede trying to play 6-on-5 for just a moment. They've got control. Nolan Ross has the puck. Goalie out of the net, and they're going to slow this one down and play the delayed call before Enright goes for 2.
Look, power play practice.
Yeah, Orr's going to go down as well. We'll see if two shots get called here. He got in the way. The hook is called, and I don't think Orr is going to go for the second hit there.
Keeping Michael very busy with these replays.
Absolutely.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, just a call on the hooking for Enright.
Couldn't quite catch that.
Nice. So we're going to get to see this power play 1 unit here from the SkyCity Stampede. McRae, McIntosh, Ross, McCallum, and Ross, deadly.
Nolan Ross wins that faceoff, goes back to the point. They're very patient with this one, setting up a play. High diamond for the Thunder here as they look to play kind of a zone with Beckstead high. That puck's going to skittle back to the blue line, but not go out. McCullum with it now. Passes across the ice, going to the corner. A couple of deflections sent behind. C-Mac going back to Ross. Back to C-Mac. McIntosh playing it around here for a moment, but he's double teamed. McCullum's got it now at the point. And Beckstead stays high with this. They cycle through it. They're trying to prevent a high shot. And now McIntosh comes in, walks in on this one, and a low shot, not on target. McCullum asking for it. He's going to get it. One-timer, deflection, and shot, score. McIntosh on the deflection, going up over shot.
That was so pretty.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at that.
I'm looking forward to seeing that one again. That was a very pretty goal.
That shot was going wide.
Yes,
and
it very much was.
Guys, that was the definition of a shot pass.
Yes.
That was intended all the way to be deflected.
Was it what? Yeah, look at him calling for the 1-tee there. Tees it up, and C-Mac just skates through.
Colin mentioned to me that he figured he had a couple more goals in that stick.
No doubt, no doubt. It is an enigma stick. They're guaranteed with 100 goals and or more.
No stopping you guys. Orr gets the puck. He brings it across the line, holds on to it, and he's still skating with it.
Still has it.
Still has it. Takes the shot. Kick saved into the corner by Brooks. And it's the Stampede getting it out of the zone, but Orr now has it. Orr just taking on the entire Stampede team there for a moment, but now does give it up. Goes back to Blair. And the Thunder trying to get things going and evened up again, just as they did a few minutes ago. That one's going to go to the length and should be an icing call.
Wow, Orr, spectacular.
There's a trip call here, guys. That's going to be
Burns.
Yeah, Callum Burns going for a 2-minute trip.
I'll have to see if we can track that one down.
I was just going to say before, I was very impressed with the Thunder's power penalty kill unit there before. But you know their power play unit is very impressive after last night. They're scoring at a good clip. Without Eden though, it will affect it.
Otis to take this one for the Thunder. Loses that one to Rusky Jones, and Davis Ross sends it around and out for the length. And the Thunder have to go back and get reset. It's Orr that's going to quarterback this one. Come out quickly on it, avoiding the forecheck. They gain the zone. Hold up shot, and that one I believe hit the netting outside, but it was a quick one by Schroyer.
That was a real bullet. And
yes, Schroyer's got a great shot on him.
But again, there was no clutter, no one in front to pick that up.
Exactly.
Watch, just Aston had eyes on that all the way.
Yeah.
Thunder hold on to this one after the face-off. They go across the ice, Beckstead with it. Back Schroyer. Low shot, kick save into the corner. And Beckstead doing a great job pulling that puck away. Otis, that one's deflected, doesn't get in. Schroyer at the point. Going across to Otis again, goes to the right. Beckstead walking in, holds on to it. Wrist, kind of this little flip into the crease. Otis chases it down at the half boards. Schroyer fakes it. Long shot in, and Brooks holds on to it. Looks like he had a lane to see that one the whole way.
The Thunder are doing everything right. The clutter in front of the net is good. The movement around the outside is good. I think Brooks still gets a little bit of an eyeball on those shots from that blue line.
Orr gets control of the face-off a little bit, but now McIntosh has it, and they're going to come out 2-on-2 and try to get something going. And McIntosh hits his back on the ice. No call, arm stays down, and we continue on. Beckstead's going to skate it in. Looks up, goes left, takes a shot. Brooks, easy save, but a big rebound. Goes into the corner, and the Stampede look to move this one out. Chopped away at McIntosh's Orr, and Schroyer knocks him up. Has no idea the puck's still under him. McIntosh still has it. Remember, it's a power play for the Thunder at the moment, so he's quite happy to just sit here and waste some time, and that's exactly what he does.
Savvy move by McIntosh there, just tied up on the boards.
Shoot up at about 10 seconds there, just tied up.
10 seconds to go on the penalty, and the Thunder come in with one last try. They turn it over quickly. It's McRae up the right side. Bad pass as it went across. McRae with a shot, high and left. Goes out to flight. Penalty expires. Chalice back on the ice. And Blair comes through, held up at the blue lines expertly by the Stampede. 2 over on the left side, keep it in for a moment, but it's Sofer who sends it to the far side of the ice. And a heavy chance here for McRae. He's walking in, takes the shot, and a good deflection defense, and that comes in offsides. It was 2-on-1, really shouldn't have been, and as they walked that one in, a good shot, a big rebound, but a little bit of luck going Dunedin's way there.
You used that phrase, Matt. You used that phrase, McRae camped out in his office on that blue line. Long pass. Great shot. Good save.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they lost McRae on that one. Now it's Burns after the faceoff. He brings it in, goes around Blair. Good move there, and he spins it around the ice behind the goal. Comes back the other way, and now some physicality by Hurring. And they get the puck out as we are back to 5-on-5. Amston has it, collects it for the Stampede, looking for the outlet, goes center ice out to Burns, cross ice, then back to Sofer, flips it in, and they're going to go for a change as Max Hurring has the puck, sends it behind, and they get it back to Tyon. He goes to McCarg now, and that stays at center ice right below us. You have to trust me if you couldn't see it on the camera. Tyon throws it in, and it goes behind the goal line. Thunder going for a change. 2 on the forecheck. Beckstead a little high here, and he's going to back off and play some defense. Harrison with it, shot, and that quick shot comes right in at the mask. Good glove save by Shuck.
Yeah, good move by Shuck there, just to calm everything down a little bit.
Things have sort of set a pace after that penalty had expired. Now we're into some hockey.
Be interesting to see how Beckstead plays more offensively or defensively here. He wins the faceoff. Schroyer with it. He sends it back to Beckstead, who gets tied up at that half board again. That's not his favorite spot. And now Schroyer has it. Sends it off the glass. Goes neutral. Turned over to McCarg. He flips it in. And the Thunder have to chase this one down. Goes behind to Schroyer. He flips it away. And we get started. Long pass up to the other blue line. It's going to get returned just as quickly. But now it's Jackson Flight. He has the puck for a moment. It's taken off and goes down to Freer on the near side. Backhands it in. Steitley's got to chase this one down quickly. He does exactly that. Back to Lilly. Freer has it now, and he has to wait to get onside. Now they are. They flip it in, go for a change, and not much happening here in a minute and a half. Beckstead with a long pass, hits the glass, goes high. That's going to go for icing, as that was a little bit too ambitious, and it just caught the glass on the side here with a good bounce.
6 minutes and 8 seconds left in this first exciting period. 2-1, SkyCity Stampede. Second game of our semifinals.
This one's going to be Schroyer and McIntosh. No, Beckstead and McIntosh to take this one. C-Mac wins it. Freer shot, upper right corner. Good glove save, and Flight made sure that Freer felt that one.
I think they're old schoolmates.
And we'll do it again. McIntosh ready to go in the circle, but this time it'll be Orr. As they set everybody up, puck drops. C-Mac with it in front. He sweeps that through the crease, but they can't get the shot. And now it's Shuck with a glove save and a quick whistle to stop play. And that whistle came because the goalpost.
That was a savvy stick lift by the defenseman there on Ross. There was a lot of net sitting there.
Nolan Ross wins that faceoff, but it goes a little bit off the boot, and it's going to be taken back by McCullum. And they set up what looks like too deep here. Just a long pass in at the blue line. Goes up the left side. Nolan Ross holding on to it at the half boards. Goes to the point. And that one comes out to Hurring. In front, McIntosh trying to sweep it away. Moves around, circles, and it's going to go back. It'll be True in the back here as that gets knocked forward, and it'll be Hurring as pretty much everybody from the Stampede goes for a change. Thunder taking their time here to get this set up. McRae on the forecheck. They're just waiting a little bit to make sure everything's right. And they get it just out of the zone. They're going to have to reset a little bit. They pass it into the center ice. And McRae taking it in, turns it over. Thunder with it, Audis. Gives it back to Schroyer. Schroyer skates backwards. He's going to take it himself this time. He's tired of passing it in the back. And he gains the zone, takes the shot. Brooks has it, glove save, and we hold up right there. Interesting, guys. I've been watching this, just the passing for the Thunder in the back third, not what it was yesterday, and I think Schroyer just got frustrated.
Yep. But it's quite a good move as well, because now they get the offensive zone face-off, get a chance, maybe win this draw, make something happen.
And it'll be Audis to take that one. He loses that one to Risky Jones, and that's carried around. Chalice has it. He's looking for the outlet. Holds, long pass, forward, off the boards. Goes clean. McRae's going to get there in time. Wins the race, so there's no icing. And that gets turned over to Audis. He's going to catch up with the puck first. Flips it out. Gets it back, and then goes to nobody in particular in the middle. I think they call that a zone pass. I don't know, guys. Audis taking it over the line. Flight with a good shot and spins around that a prospective backhand there. Doesn't quite go on target, and that one's going to come back out with Lilly chasing it down. Steitley with the backhand. Poke check, keeps it away for a moment. Thunder going for a change, and as the Stampede think that's a good idea as well, they throw it in, icing the call, and they're going to have to unwind that one.
I've got to say, Jackson Flight, that there's two things there that he did. Well, three things.
You watch it here on the replay. Just taps it down and then out of the air, backhands it. Like he's an impactful player for the Dunedin, for the Phoenix Thunder or Jackson Flight. Look at that. Like that was a great play to make.
McCargan Beckstead take this one. Amston gets it from the win. Well, it only goes as far as the point. Low shot, deflected back out. Shot, another save. Brooks with it. And it's Barry with a couple of good chances. In front, good chance there by Beckstead. Kick save, and they continue with it. Flight's got it. Flight knocked over. Arm stays down with a good shoulder check. Shot behind the net. Beckstead with it as they get back up. Beckstead with an elbow. And that will be a call, and it might go two ways here as Beckstead's going to go for an elbow, and it may be 4-on-4 here, guys. I don't know.
Harrison might go as well for getting involved.
I think Harrison took a shot afterwards, and I think that's going to be the call here if I saw what I saw.
Yeah, potentially. But, you know, McCarr, great hit on Flight along the boards there as well. Bang, look at that. That's just a good, hard, clean hit there. Beckstead brings it in, though.
So what do we have?
Yeah, so it's going to be 5-on-5. 2 minutes for elbowing, 2 minutes for a
roughing.
Check to the head on that one, which is probably why that was a little bit. Why did I get called, or what? It was just too high.
Check to the head.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh well. So they're offsetting.
Yeah, offsetting. It'll be 5-on-5 here.
Okay, so
CMAC and
having Beckstead sitting down isn't ideal.
No, it's not, and they will continue on, but that'll be probably double shifting for Schroyer, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry, I disagree. I believe this will be Beckstead's longest rest he'll get.
Yeah, he gets a chance to get off his feet for a bit.
A forced 2-minute stop, that's for sure. And that comes around for the Stampede as Freer's got it. And everybody's a little bit patient to wait this one out, particularly the Stampede with a 5 goals aggregate lead at the moment. It's going to come back in, and it is Schroyer with it, looking for the pass. Goes in front, or got his stick lifted, couldn't get the shot off, or holds on to it, gives it to Blair at the point. Deflection tried by Enright, but the puck doesn't go the way he wants it to, goes back behind, and it is McCullum looking for the long pass. He does exactly that. Ross with it, skates carefully at the point, and that's going to go into, well, no, it's not in the gear there for Shuck. He acted like he caught it, but he didn't. And Enright passes that one, kicked forward by Schroyer, and goes back the other way. Sofer with it, 1-on-2. He's going to gain the zone, look up, takes a shot, kick save, and Audis picks it up off the pad, sends it back out. Schroyer's going to get cut off at the pass, and Amston throws it in. Lewis leaves it for a moment. Now he gets the puck, and Audis with it. They've got 3-on-2 if they go quickly. Audis with it on the right, and it was Steitley with a chance there, but McRae with a good defensive play as he had the stick down and didn't let him have a clean shot. And now the Thunder still with the puck. Lewis with a good move, but he can't get the shot away. Goes out to Wilson. Regan Wilson with a low one. That one bounces around. Good save, but it was a big rebound. And a bit of luck there for the Stampede as that one kind of got away from Brooks for a moment. And now the Thunder looking for the pass to Wilson. That goes off a boot, and Burns has got it. Burns goes behind the net. Well, he holds up and then leaves it behind. And now they've got a 2-on-4 here. McCark throwing it in as the defense changes for the Stampede. Herring sends it out. Won't go that far. And then it's back to McCullum. And then that's given up, and the Thunder have it. Just under 1 minute to go here in the first period. That's going to go all the way for an icing call. And the game is proceeding exactly to Stampede plans, guys.
This shot here, that very juicy rebound out front. Just
kind of bobbled around, didn't it?
And Dunedin just couldn't quite get a handle on it. But it was there for the taking.
Yeah.
And good clutter.
And Stampede have the ability to just kind of sit back a little bit here and play defensively.
McIntosh wins that one back to Freer. He takes the shot, and that goes left of the goal. Skated around to True in front, and a chance. That was almost kicked in, but it goes behind to the corner. And now the Thunder try to play that out. Turned around, and McIntosh looks to dump and chase. Up to Ross, a high bounce as that came out over the goal line. And now the Thunder have it. They move that out. Beckstead back out as the penalties expired on that break. And he's got some fresh legs. He takes it himself. Goes into the corner. Holds up. 13 seconds to go. Flight along the blue line. He gives up a turnover. And now it's Ross. Ross takes it. Shot and a good save by Shuck. And Shuck falls into the net after the whistle.
What a spectacular race and a spectacular save.
We'll see that on the replay. Ross heavily dogged by two players there. Gets the shot away, and Shuck says no thank you.
Well, 4 seconds left. 4.4 seconds left in this first period. And they will drop a puck, and they will play those 4 seconds out. So, to their left of Shuck.
That's so from the draw.
Puck back to McRae, crossed McCullum, can't collect it, and bangs it towards the net to end that period.
That was a long 4 seconds there.
Yeah, I know. Lots could happen in 4 seconds of hockey.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So we're sitting on a 2-1 lead for the Stampede. End of the first period.
Yeah. 2-1 lead is technically... there's some maths there.
Yeah, they still need to claw back 5 goals in order to make something happen here. We've had a little bit of everything there, a little bit of physicality, some spectacular skating.
Yes, absolutely.
And goaltending as well. Shook standing on his head with that last little breakaway. That was spectacular. So,
absolutely, yeah, some good end-to-end hockey, and the problem is for the Thunder is Stampede have a 5-goal lead, even though it's 2-1 on the board. As crazy as it sounds, Dunedin Thunder need to dig up.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. They're definitely gonna have to work hard for the second period. Let's go down to Matt with Mitchell Frere.
Here with Colin McIntosh. Colin, that goal you had, that shot pass and deflection that you had, all planned out, or was it just a little bit of creativity?
In practice, we're talking about trying to idle Sidney Crosby side tip, so it's not a set play per se, but something we're trying to work on in practice, and fortunately worked out for us.
Everything kind of going to plan here, just playing not cautiously, but carefully in the sense that you're not making any mistakes here, and you've come in with a 2-1 lead in the period here. Does that kind of fit in with the game plan that you have?
Yeah, I mean, every game we play, you try to win, right? So you've got to break it down. First period, you want to come out, limit their chances, try to get some for us. See the score 2-1, so we both had chances, but yeah, game plans to come out and win every period, so accomplishment 1 done.
And you won another period, so there you go. We'll see you at the second.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, we're back here. So, like Colin says, he was talking there about win every play, and that's, you think of hockey as a big game, but it's actually just a series of wee little bits every time you step on the ice.
Yep.
First to the puck, first to take the shot, stop the other player.
Winning your battles, winning your face-offs, winning the winning the race to the puck. Win. As you said, looking to win every period. They won that period.
If you do everything well with your shift, and you do that continually through the period, then you should have that period won, which he talks about, winning the period.
Exactly, a recipe for success right there.
Right. So we're going to wrap this period up. I'm Dave Dubnik.
I'm Joel LeBreton.
Matt Chavez, we're here. We're going to bring you the second period shortly.
Thank you.
Welcome back, the three amigos of hockey here for the second period. Dave Dubnik, Joel LeBreton, and Matt Chavez here. Second period of hockey, second game of the semifinals between SkyCity Stampede and the Phoenix Thunder. Good first period.
Yeah, it was again, like yesterday's first period. Yesterday was 1-1, right? But it was really tightly played and no big mistakes. There weren't any really big mistakes this time here, but there were more opportunities. I think that obviously the feeling out period for the goals or for both teams is just well and truly past. But still just not enough offense opportunity for the Thunder at this point, and the Stampede methodically going through it. Here are the goals.
I still don't know how that.
Yeah, that one's going to be studied for long periods of time. Look at how far back that is, and when you see it come in, you're exactly right.
Come off his hand and then off the pad. Well, anybody has any input to that? Let us know.
Yeah. And then the goal is snuck through.
Yep. Brooks he was all over that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that powered too. That was a great shot.
You know, actually, this is the second time this series that we've talked about 5-hole shot that just snuck through on a seal.
Yep.
And that wasn't necessarily a seal play on that, but it did just it caught him a little bit off.
And then that great shot by McIntosh there as well. Like, you look at this, Jet just tees up the 1-tee. C-Mac just comes in from nowhere.
Well, what I was going to talk about on that one, Wilson was sitting there looking at the lane, right? He was watching the puck, and that's not necessarily puck watching, but he's sitting there looking at it like, oh, that's going to go behind the net. I got to look around and turn to the other side.
Yeah.
Didn't notice McIntosh coming in on the other side.
Exactly. Enter stage right, McIntosh.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it was such an expert redirection for that. Because of it, you put it on target in a way that it doesn't have to be super fast, but it gets by the goaltender because he's not in a good position because you're not expecting it.
Yeah, exactly.
Matt, you called that a pass shot?
Shot pass, yes.
Shot pass, yeah.
So here we go with second period action. Here at the Queenstown Ice Arena, Thunder with it, down a goal and down 5 on aggregate. They have the puck, and it's Beckstead on the fresh sheet of ice, and the long changes. We get going with Blair up the right side. He's going to come in, and he's going to come in offside because Tyon lost an edge and a little bit offside there.
Yeah, just one step over the line.
Yeah, he was skating just kind of like I would skate, just a little bit wobbly there. So Beckstead to take this one, loses it, but it is jumped in front by Tyon, and keep it in for just a moment. Beckstead at the half board in front. Steven with a shot and a goal. That was quick. Thunder get one back. 2-2 the score with a good backhand there by the Thunder, Luke Tyon.
That was a great dish off the boards by Beckstead there as well. Just a little patience.
I don't know if the camera picks him up. He is ecstatic.
No, you can see he's just got the patience, waits it out through the middle.
Yeah, upstairs.
Backhand upstairs.
But Tyon's excitement will lift this team. I don't see him really high on the score sheets, but every goal counts, and his is very important.
That's a very important goal.
Early in this period.
Otis gets rid of it over to Wilson, and we're back underway. 2-2 the score in today's contest. Wilson's got it. He's got to wait, and they're going to tag up, get onside. And it's the Stampede with the puck, waiting to move that out. McRae with a good little side move, and now Lewis has it, a little bit tied up, and that, I think, hit
timber up top. Yeah.
Okay, there it is. So that'll be a face-off in the zone coming up.
It hits a very, very low roof behind the Stampede goal there.
Yeah, if you think the girders are low, wait till you see under the goaltenders. They have to crouch. Toby bangs his head on the roof.
Michael, if he starts talking about girders and everything again, you got to bleep him out, okay? Amston with the puck. Stampede coming out, and they give it up to McRae. McRae up the left side, high shot. Good blocker save there by Shuck. Stays in play, goes through the crease, and now True with it on the left side, gives it up. Sofer trying to get it around. And that puck gets pulled away. It's Otis with it now to Lewis. Lewis is going to bring it in himself. 3-on-4, that shot gets deflected immediately, and they turn it around 2-on-2 as the Thunder considered a line change. They did do it. But it is McRae and Burns. And now behind the goal of Shuck. That puck comes out. And they send it forward. Flight's going to win this one. No icing here. Flight's there first. He gets the puck. Looks for the outlet with a back pass to Barry. William Barry thrown into the boards there. And now Beckstead tries to dig it out. And instead it goes the other way to Lilly. He doesn't get much on that one. And it's the Stampede. It's Devlin. Devlin gets pulled away from him for a moment. And now Max Hurring. And that puck's going to go out to Lilly. He flips it in. Goes around the corner. Goes to Beckstead. And now Beckstead holds on to it. Keeps it. Spins around. Looks for somebody to get rid of that puck to. And it's going to go back to Flight. Flight looking for somebody to get that to. He skates through two players. Takes a low shot. Goes behind the net as it looked like he was trying to get some sort of a rebound. And now that's given up. Flight on the forecheck. But it is McCullum waiting to get rid of that puck. And he's very patient back there. Finally, Flight jumps a little bit, which is exactly what he was waiting for, but it's given up. Lily's got it. And he puts it off the boards to himself and pays the price as Orr takes this one in, leaves it at the blue line, drop pass shot. And Jacob Hurring with a shot that gets kick saved into the corner. And now it is McCarg trying to get that out. And it's going to go the length of the ice for an icing.
I would say that Dunedin is actually winning this period at the moment.
So far I agree. They're playing with a lot of good aggression here. You know, that dish and that from Beckstead and goal from Talon there is just going to lift the spirits.
Yeah, I also believe they probably got a bit of a rev up in the dressing room.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, they're playing for everything here. There's no tomorrow night.
No.
Orr wins that one back to Schroyer. Schroyer's shot off the shins of Devlin, and it's going to go back to Blair. Blair spins around, holds on to it, and looks for an outlet pass, goes across the ice, goes back to Schroyer. Schroyer sends it forward. That's going to go in. No icing here as that was played, and Jacob Hurring getting to it. Orr gets smashed against the boards, but gives as good as he gives. And that's Schroyer coming back around as the Stampede caught on a line change here maybe. Shot backhand, and that's held by Brooks.
Schroyer marches it in, sort of is given too much leash on that once he stepped over the blue line and able to take that shot. I believe the Stampede should be slowing him down, stepping into that lane, because that shot of his is spectacular.
Hurring's shot goes only as far as Ross on the deflection, and Nolan Ross holds up at the point, waits to give it up. Low pass into the crease area. Shuck a little bit off his balance there. Now McIntosh with it. Circles back on the goal line, goes behind the net. He's bothered by Audis, and now that's given up. And Davis Ross with it. That goes out to the point. Freer gives it up, and that's turned by Lewis. They've got a break here. Lewis on his own. He can get a shot off. He cannot. Good defense by the Stampede. And Steitley absolutely ripped into the boards. The Stampede with a breakout here. Nolan Ross up the left side, last year's MVP. That's passed in the middle, and good defense. No, there is a penalty coming up here, and we'll see how that's adjudicated. Looks like it is
Herring.
A roughing call.
Yeah, I think Herring actually, after
looks like
the
charging.
hit. I think it's after the hit. Let's see. So he goes down. Now watch this. Afterwards, he does that little standover thing. I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't get the call for the initial hit, so we didn't really see it. But Max Hurring is going to spend 2 minutes of his lifetime in the penalty box.
It's going to feel like a lifetime at this point of the game as well.
It is indeed. Nolan Ross winning that faceoff, but now it's to Schroyer, and it is the top penalty kill line that needs to turn into a power kill for the Thunder. Beckstead bringing it in, and it's too high on the forecheck and two back. And it is the Stampede being careful with this one, bringing it across, going for the change. And that's a turnover. Beckstead up the right side, 1-on-2, but he's going to hold on to it. He's going to try to get something out of it, but at least kill a lot of time here. He did just that. And now the Stampede try to set up their power play.
Well, that's a great way to kill a penalty is offense.
Oh, McCullum absolutely trucked by Flight there. He was hit cleanly, and now he's going to take the shot. Goes around, McRae with it now. As they're set up in kind of a Ross +4 here. McRae in the corner, and the rotation starting. Back door is looking awfully empty there for the Stampede if they can get something across. Tic-tac-toe in front, and it is Shuck jumping on it as they could not pull the trigger. McCullum in a good position, Ross in a good position.
Good work by the
good defense.
Yeah, good work by the Thunder defense there to close down McIntosh on the back door.
I was just,
Play the body.
They were on McIntosh, knowing how slippery he can be back there.
Absolutely.
So obviously part of the talking to would have been stay on top of McIntosh.
Harrison wins that faceoff, but it goes behind to Schroyer. He doesn't get it all the way out. That does bounce out of the zone, and Amson's got to recollect it for the Stampede. They pass it forward. It's up past Burns, and the Thunder will get rid of it for a little bit longer.
Shot on net as well.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Close to on net.
Yeah, Brooks gloved that one down and kept playing. And now that one's going to go into the zone off of a pass that was not handled well. And the Thunder are going to knock it right back out. Just a little bit of a tough spot there for Harrison. It's a tough one to handle. And he's still out there.
There's only a few seconds left. I can't quite read that, but it's down to like single digits.
And now Blair with it.
5 seconds.
And the Thunder throw it forward. Now it comes in. Blair on defense. That goes into the corner. Penalty expires. And hurrying right out of the box. First thing he does, throws a check. Audis letting that one go by as he didn't have his eyes on the puck. That one goes to McCark. He sends it in, dump and chase. They go for a change on the D, and it stays in the zone. That one going by Shuck harmlessly there, and hurrying in the corner. Kicks it away. Now Audis has it. And Audis smashed into the board. A lot of forechecking here by the Stampede, refusing to go. Devling hits the boards hard. Good hit there by the Thunder, and they look to get that out. Finally a pass. They just throw it out, and they're having a heck of a time getting out of their defensive third here. Audis with it, and hurrying, deciding that he is going to exact a pound of flesh. Low shot, kick save, another shot. Orr goes down, and they get a stop with Brooks.
Great
2 chances.
Great 2 chances there by Ian Audis. Get the initial shot away, follow up, and get the second one as well.
Yeah, or
but pinned in their own end there for ages.
Or ran out of real estate on that one because he got a good pass, but the crease was coming up quickly. He had to get that shot away, and all he saw was big pads of Brooks.
And it's Beckstead to take this one. Instead, it's Sofer winning it for the Stampede. And that's turned back behind. It goes back to McCullum. And now in front, that's a dangerous pass as that goes in front by Lewis. That little backhand and a little how you doing at the end of this one.
Oh, very good.
Things are warming up out there.
Yeah, very, very nice of the refs there to let Beckstead away with that one.
Little face wash.
Yeah, all refs here from Auckland tonight, I believe.
Oh, here we go, guys. Come on now.
You think they'd be rooting for the Thunder to take the win, personally.
And they're going to take this one out of the zone. I think you guys manifested that one as some sort of unsportsmanlike whatever.
Although I wear yellow and I cheer for Stampede, I don't understand that. And I would never like an unfair call to be made.
No.
Why was that moved out, Matt? Do you know?
I'm not sure on that particular one. No, but it goes back in the zone just as quickly, and True knocks it out. Schroyer has it. Schroyer with the big slap shot, kick save from the red line, and a stop as that was offside and a late hit there as I don't think that was a clear whistle for offside and little extras there.
You can see the Phoenix Thunder here really looking to try and go back in the box. We're just making silly mistakes after that.
I would just say that they're really wanting to plant themselves, be physical, because they've got nothing to lose here.
Exactly.
I don't think
a lot of frustration, I think.
Well, just a need. It's a need.
hurrying
to get
behind.
something going.
And
yeah, I need to get something to work.
And Lewis has it now. He gives it up to True into the corner, and the Stampede look to move that out. Guys, I know what you're talking about. There's a lot of feel of the clock ticking down on this. It's 2-2 today, but it's still a 4-goal lead for the Stampede. And everybody knows the offense has to get going for the Thunder here. That one's up to Flight. Good hit there. That was an excellent defensive play by McCullum. And now Lewis into the boards. Now Flight's up, fights for that puck. And he passes it, gives it up to True now. And they cycle in the low boards. Barry trying to get that out. He does. That goes in front, but nobody can do anything with it. Now Wilson with a long shot. Oh, and that was close as that goes just by the pipe there. And it goes halfway out. Good hit there by Schroyer, but it leads to a play by Freer. And Freer can't get a hold of it. That puck harmlessly goes through the slot, but it stays in the zone for the Stampede for just a little while longer. Freer keeping it in. Back to McIntosh. McIntosh holds up. 4 on the blue line there. He passes it back in. Freer with a shot. Just high as that flutters over the top of the crossbar. And Burns gives it up. Another shot, Ross, into the corner. And survival mode's kicking in here for the Thunder. In front, chance. Oh, what a move. There is nothing you can do about that. Colin McIntosh with a pull and slamming it home for another goal.
That was a nasty goal, that one.
A spectacular dipsy doodle. Shookhead was left facing Colin McIntosh.
Absolutely. Look at that. Just
Colin
no
had
one
no
there.
one on him.
Just walks around Shook. That's impossible. That is not on Shook. That is a defensive breakdown by the Phoenix Thunder there.
And this is the part where the Thunder really have to kind of make a decision as a team. Are they going to play this to try to get back in this, or are they going to play out their frustrations? Because with 30 minutes to go here, it is still a 5-goal difference. Thunder in front. Blair taking him down. No arms go up. Out to Amston. Good defense there. Long shot. That gets deflected on the way in. It was a screen shot. Now to Amston again. Same thing. Flips it away. Good blocker save by Shuck. It goes behind the net. And it's Harrison with it. And coming out of the goal line here. And we get a stop in play. And not sure what that
net
symbol is.
Maybe net.
Yeah, it is exactly that. It is off its moorings over there. Good call.
There's been a lot less of that tonight. I mean, they might have addressed that by anchoring them down a little bit more.
Yeah,
they seem to be coming off a lot more last night.
Joel, I think they heard you on the broadcast last night. I think they got a little bit bigger drill bit to get it in there a little bit more. Anyway, face off. Here we go to McRae. Shot. That doesn't get through. Blair's got it. He's going to bring it out of the zone. And it's coming up the left side. Lewis leaves it behind. Is that going to Chalice? It does. And the third line out there trying to move that around. Amston with it. Goes to Burns. Long pass. Will that go for icing? No, they're going to call it away because it was playable. And now McRae with it. And a good hit by Herring. That'll allow that puck to come out to Lewis. Lewis is going to get that poked away. And Burns gets it over to Amston. Thunder go for a change. Stick broken, so that's going to be another change and a few $100 for Chalice. And that puck goes across the blue line. McRae with it. They got to be careful not to get the 6th man. They are doing just that. Burns out in front to McIntosh, trying to get his 3rd. He can't pull the trigger. That goes over from Schroyer to the other side to Enright. Enright with a shot body block there. And that works its way around to Schroyer on the right point. Sent in, and that's going to come back out. It was good play defensively by McIntosh. No icing here. Freer's in front. Shot! And a good save off Ross. Shuck in position, getting across the crease just in time.
I think he might have learned his lesson from last night. That was an outstanding slide across. You know, look, Ross, he slid straight across and covered that man on the back post there.
Yeah, let's take a look at this one from behind here, because you want to look at where the defense is in
Ross,
this condition.
Yeah, right out in the middle there. No one on him.
The other thing on the other end, you'll notice that there was 3 Stampede jerseys all over Otis as he tried to muscle it in. And in order to get it, you know, that's a lot of work to get through 3 defending players.
Enright gets that puck after the faceoff. Schroyer with it. Schroyer flips it in, goes for the long pass to Jacob Herring. He can't hold on to it, goes behind the net. And it is picked up by Mitchell Freer. Trying to get that out, and a chop at it goes out to neutral. And here comes Nolan Ross, the 2023 MVP. That's kept in by McIntosh, who's having a heck of a game. Shot, glove save, not held. Goes behind the net. Ross behind.
Now watch McIntosh drifting around there.
And now it's Schroyer with it. He's going to skate it out of the zone, moves it up to Herring. Herring throws it forward. Enright can't hold on to it, and Freer's got it. They're going to go for a change here. Thunder trying to get back out. Freer's got it, but he's going to hold up. No need to push this puck. And now they do go for the long pass as McIntosh sits on that right point, waits, spins, presses the 0 on the Xbox, whatever that button is, I don't remember. Maybe the triangle. Anyway, in front, and it goes just as far as Barry. A couple of good moves, and Devlin can't hold onto it. Flight with it, goes through his player. Davis Ross trying to jump over him, but Ross with a good defensive play. Now Beckstead. Beckstead circles, holds on to it, spins, gives up the pass. Shot, Herring. Max Herring not able to get that on target. Now he goes for the slam in the off the top rope. And that goes back out to the point. Barry putting it low. Beckstead. Beckstead looking for some help. Schroyer out at the point. Takes the shot. And that hits somebody coming in on the way in. A stick breaks. That's going to be a couple hundred for Devlin. It's going to turn into an expensive game here, guys.
Whole campfire worth of sticks.
Yard sale. Low shot. That doesn't go through. And that's going to come back out with Ross throwing it in to the other side, allowing for a change. Does that get out? No, McRae jumps it at the point, stays in. Low shot, chops at it. And it was McCarg not able to get that on target, but that was a high difficulty chance. It's going to come back in. McCullum takes the shot, and it's a goal! McCullum scores. Shuck had no idea. He thought he had it in his gear, and it gets behind.
Through. Oh, it's like the first Thunder goal there. Just snuck through the pads.
I'm not sure if that, let's have a look. I can't comment on that. I thought Shuck had it. Might have squeaked in along the post, perhaps.
They really want to see this from behind here.
That's it from the back angle, and it's going to tell the story.
Shuck sets up. McCullum bounces it off his body.
Just trickles through the 5-hole there. That is unlucky for Shook.
All right,
very unlucky.
As we get restarted here, 4-2 the score on today's game. Stampede up by 2, up by 6 on aggregate. This one is getting away from the Phoenix Thunder. Lewis still has it, throws it in, and it's the Stampede with the puck. Lost an edge there, did McCullum. And that puck comes out to Blair, mid-ice. Sends it around. And dump and chase. Stevens going to go in after it. McCullum's going to get there first. He stays on his skates this time, circles back, and holds up. And this looks like patient play by the Stampede, because they know exactly what's going on. With just over 6 minutes to go in the second period, they've got 26 minutes to hold on to a 6-goal lead here and advance to the finals. McRae with it in front, chance, and a glove goes flying, but the puck didn't get near the net, and now a 3-on-3 developing for the Thunder. That pass comes back out, hits halfway, turns around McRae. McRae's got it in the left. He's going to go behind the goal, and that goal mount comes way off. That was a slam. That wasn't going to be stopped by anybody. It didn't matter how far in you drilled that goal.
No, definitely not, eh?
A hard hit on that post. Now, there's that goal again, just snuck in under the 5. It's a difficult look, even with that replay.
It is.
But here we go. Let's see it again. How he bobbles. Yes, just through the 5-hole. Unlucky for Toby.
That is unlucky for Toby.
That's Max Herring with the puck in the defensive end here. Lewis now has it as the Thunder try to get something going here. They pass it forward, go off the boards, go for a change, and it's Amston with the puck, throwing it almost the length of the ice. We're going to make Schroyer check this one up, and he passes it to the other side to Wilson and to Herring. Herring takes it off his skate, back up to Wilson. Wilson's going to go up the right side, flips it in, and that's going to come out to the left point. Comes out quickly, McIntosh with it. holds up the blue line. Shot, and that goes behind. That was off target completely. Maybe a stick lift there. Now Ross bothered off the puck. Chance in front and a goal. Ross McIntosh up to
Freer.
Lachlan Freer for the goal, and that makes it 5-2.
That's an outstanding work there for C-Mac to just grab out at the blue line, turn around, get it back on net, make that happen. Watch how this eventuates here. C-Mac curls in, Freer gets the initial shot, bounces off Shook's pads. Schroyer's right there, but just can't quite get his stick to it in time. Ooh.
Unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. The comment section will not like that.
The comment section, yeah, there you go. Schroyer. Guys, don't ever play for the comment section. You'll never win that game. Thunder with the puck behind the net. By the way, if you are in the comment section, why don't you let us know where you're from and where you're watching this from? I know there's some banter going on there, but I'd really be interested.
There is some good banter going on in the comment section at the moment.
Where are you roughly in the world? That'll be interesting to hear.
I'd say there's a lot from Dunedin.
I think there's a lot that want to be here.
Well, it is a sellout, guys.
Yeah.
Schroyer with the puck in the corner, and he's looking to get rid of it. That goes around to Lilly. Bad pass there. That is a deflected shot, and very fortunate for the Thunder. They move forward. Goes up to Beckstead. He leaves it behind. Otis can't pull the trigger, and that's going to come right back quickly with a, well, it was a bit of a fumbled puck there, and icing will be the call, as it was Max Hurring in this case. Took a kind of a rip at it and wasn't on target.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity from Otis in the middle there. He's doing a good job tonight. He's in the right places. He's making the right decisions, and I feel he's probably got a goal coming, I'd say.
Hey, while I've got the chat all excited here and we're waiting for the puck to get skated up, make sure you give a thumbs up to this video just be nice to the algorithm for us, would you?
Subscribe and like and subscribe.
Just don't, I don't care about the bell. Just hit the thumbs up, man. That's the one I really
I am not a robot.
yeah, that too, right? I don't know, Dave, are you? Anyway, Otis coming in. He's on side here. Low shot. That goes aside from Brooks. Goes out high. Hurring with a shot goes wide left. And now Barry flipping it back in, keeping it in the zone for the moment. Now it comes back out. Thunder to reset. Lewis skates through a couple of players, gives up the puck in the process, and now it's Hurring throwing it in. He's doesn't get it that far in, and now he's going to get the puck back.
Nice. Good to see number 86, Blake Campbell, out there on D for the SkyCity Stampede as well.
And there's a penalty coming up here. I think it's going to be for a slash against the Stampede. We'll see how this goes. Low shot from Brooks. Kick save, and it's going to go to Barry. Still 6 out there. Blair's going to go back, and they're going to have to reset here. That is a delayed call. That's going to go back to Schroyer. Thunder are going to be careful with this one. I'm going to get that in the zone. That was not offside, okay. And Barry with it, takes a shot, goes around, goes to Blair at the point. He passes it.
This is good hustle from Dunedin here. I'm liking this.
In front to Hurring. He's going to have it on the right side. Now it's going to get up. Rusky Jones is going to get there. That'll be the stop in play. No, it's not. There it is. And a little extras as everybody's a little frustrated.
Yeah, that was a long stint of 6-on-5.
It looks like Chalice number 22 is going to go for slashing.
All right, so great opportunity here for the Phoenix Thunder to stamp another one in.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of a, I don't want to say kind of a defining goal, even though we kind of have an idea of the outcome here, right, guys? But do the Thunder have the fight in them, or do they kind of choose to fold here?
As I've been saying all weekend, this power play 1 unit for Thunder is nasty. Like, they've got some firepower out there.
Well, they're all on one side of the ice here. Now they spread out a little bit. Going with a 1-3-1 on this one. A little bit high on the 2 in front. Looking for some traffic in front. Brooks scrambles.
Just didn't quite tee that shot up, but that was a dangerous opportunity.
That puck sat in the slot for a long time, guys.
A lot of swiping at it, but nobody could connect.
Yeah, just missed it. That was,
And Brooks was able to come out a little bit to gather that
great opportunity there.
And that'll be Orr to take this one for the Thunder. They get down in position, and it's the Stampede that send it into the Dunedin penalty box to get rid of that puck.
Moore made that save.
Yeah.
He caught it.
Yeah. Well, and just to be clear, it goes out or easily over the bench, but it was deflected, so no problem there. And we'll do it again. And they hustle for it, and it's Audis that has it, gives it to Beckstead. Audis holding on to it. Back to Beckstead on the blue line. He's going to skate across. High shot, and there goes Michael's camera. I think that took a direct hit there, so it'll be an interesting instant replay if we see that.
Let's have a look.
The one from behind the net.
Yeah.
You can't wait.
Not anymore,
right
though.
at you. There you go.
Oh, no, missed it. It lives to fight another day.
There you go.
By the way, thank you, Michael and Molly, for all your work up in the technical end of things.
Ross getting rid of that one as Schroyer's going to have to skate back. And we've got 1:12 to go on this power play for the Thunder.
Yep.
Beckstead coming in quickly up the left side, leaves it behind. No, he grabs it, holds on to it. Now to Orr. Goes around to the corner to Beckstead. Beckstead behind the net, sends it back. Orr looking for the pass. Holds on to it, goes in front, and Audis not expecting that one, but it goes through. McIntosh takes down Beckstead. No shot, he scores! Short-handed. C-Mac hat trick.
Hat trick.
That's a hat trick and a snipe. Crowd is on their feet in this sellout barn here tonight in Queenstown.
Yeah, and to be fair, Beckstead did not go down easily on that. They're having a good conversation about that one.
Yeah, you watch this on the replay here. Top corner, snipes it. Oh.
Well, 6-2 the score.
We still have 1 minute, 1 and 11 seconds left in this second period.
And remember, it is still a power play for the Thunder. That's why you've got 4 skaters on the ice for the Stampede. I'm not sure what this is. Holding this one up for. Potentially the scoreboard did not start, I believe.
Yes, I'm.
Yep.
What was that call, Matt? You reckon it was the scoreboard not starting?
I believe the time didn't start there, which is unfortunate for the Thunder because so the puck is being dropped nearest dot as to where it was stopped.
Right.
And they stopped the play there. But the Thunder actually had a
momentum.
They had a 3-on-2 there. That's a really good hit by Flight. And the Thunder getting ready to get this one going here. They still have 13 seconds. Shot and kick save. Big rebound. And the Thunder reset, maybe one more chance in them.
5 seconds left in this.
Flight with a good move, leaves it behind for Blair. Penalty has expired. Blair with a low shot. Oh, that's a goal.
That's in.
That will be a 5-on-5 goal, but that is one for the Thunder. It wasn't Lewis. Who was it that got that in the end? I think
that was.
We'll have to see that one.
34.
That would have been Steven.
Yeah.
Good for him, one of the youngsters getting one.
Yeah. Nice goal, too. Perfect. Just tipped it up, rolled it in, up and over that bar.
Great little tip off the just sitting off the edge of the crease.
Yeah.
So facing off here. McCog against Audis.
34 seconds left in this second period. Thunder clawing it back.
Thunder losing it. Back Amston with it in his own zone. Burns tries to clear it. Can't.
Ooh.
Chance here. Beckstead along the boards. Rolls out to the red line. Feeds Wilson. Wilson slides it down ice. And icing is the call with 10 seconds left. There was no touch on that, Joel.
No. It's just gone straight through, hasn't it? Oh, it's good to see a little bit of pep back in Dunedin's step after that great goal scored there by Stephen.
Yeah.
Tip and rolling up over the shoulder of Ashton Brooks there.
All right. Oh, face off in the center dot, so must have been a mistake. Burns with it. And that ends that first period. A little bit of hustle there in the corner by Ross, but that's it. So, second period, Stampede, as Colin talked about in his interview last period break, that you have to win the period, and the Stampede have done that again.
Absolutely,
so
absolutely. And, you know, as we said before, you know, Thunder just need to continue chipping away at this current Stampede lead, because,
it will be a different. I believe it'll be a different Thunder team coming out after. They'll have to shift gears, overdrive, body, physicality, gain possession, score, gain possession, score. So we have, 30,
absolutely
20 minutes left of one of these teams. That's the end of their season. We're going to go down to Matt Enright and Matt Chavez for this interview.
All right, we're here with Matt Enright. Matt, it's a tough interview at this moment, right? But I guess really just, you're about to go in the locker room. You're going to have a conversation with the boys.
Yeah.
How do you keep them focused for this third period?
Well, I mean, like, here we are again, similar score. End of the second period. It's like we're going to be dialed in. We just refocus. We take a breath. We go back to, like I said yesterday, just go back to the basics. I think it's been a really exciting game so far, and I think, to be fair, it's end-to-end hockey. Maybe a few calls haven't gone our way, but that's hockey as well. It's just, we're playing for pride. We've had a fantastic season. We've created an awesome culture, and the culture will power us through for the rest of the game, mate.
So, last question for you. As far as physicality, you don't expect it to necessarily ratchet up for the third period, or are you thinking just, like you were saying basics. So what's the one thing, if you were thinking about basics, what would you guys like to do better for this last period?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just everyone's coming out with their own purpose on their line. There's some, it's like I said again, man, it's going back to that basics. It's going to be physical last period, and emotions are running high. We all want to make the final, so it's going to be just a matter of us going out and doing our own jobs and just piecing it all together in the rest will come.
Thank you very much for your time, Matt. Good luck in the third.
Thanks, man.
Thank you very much, Matt and Matt.
Absolutely,
well, this ends the second period. It's 6-3.
13-5 on the aggregate score.
Okay,
I just saw it pop up on the scoreboard there,
Mr. Poindexter.
But no, Matt made a great point about the culture from Thunder this year.
You see, they've
put together an outstanding team so far. To even make it this deep so far, they should be extremely proud, and their fans should be extremely happy for what's coming in the future, because I mean, they're only going to go strength to strength from here. Yeah, and we've still got another 20 minutes, potentially more to play.
A force to be reckoned with. Well, we'll bring you the third period shortly. I'm Dave Dubnik.
I'm Joe LeBreton.
And Matt Chavez on the interview. We'll see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice that the captain has put the seatbelt sign on because there's going to be some turbulence. We're rocking into the third period here at the second semifinal game between the SkyCity Stampede and the Phoenix Thunder. At the moment, the SkyCity have quite a large lead, which will mean that the Thunder, as Matt was talking about during the interview, having to play for character and you know, use all that. But I have a feeling things are going to get heated up in here. I'm Dave Dubnick.
I'm Joel LeBreton.
And Matt Chavez. Dave, you're right. The physicality can ratchet up because it's on aggregate 13-5, right? So 6-2 tonight, or 6-3 tonight, 7-2 last night. So there's every chance that they can play a bit more physically, but there's also the other way of handling this. You can't play stupidly, right? You don't want to be too aggressive in that physicality and either get somebody hurt or get people thrown out. Suspensions carry over into next year, so that's also part of it.
They do. They also carry across into other leagues as well, being a IIHF league. If someone gets suspended in this league, then it can carry over and have effects into their, the next team they play for.
Yep. So there's a little bit more to watch for. Definitely some game within the game, like you were saying, Dave. But we're going to get ready here. Third period action underway, and it's the Stampede on the fresh ice, getting the puck and giving it up. Hurrying, throwing it through neutral and getting it back. Going to try it again, up to Beckstead through the middle. Gains the zone, looks up for a pass. Instead, backhand shot, and that rebound goes aside, and Brooks watches it go harmlessly to his right. Back to Max Hurring, and that's Steven going off the ice as he sends it forward. Beckstead's going to stay out there, and he's got some people coming in for him, but couldn't reach the puck where it was at. Steitley's got it now right under the camera. He's going to shoot it in off target, goes around the corner, and McRae's got it. Across the ice behind the net, and he's going to reverse it back to Harrison. Goes back to neutral, and Wilson's going to pick up that puck. Sends it off the board, but gives it up to Chalice, and Harrison takes a shot, and it's knocked aside. And now it comes the other way with Audis. High stick there by Chalice. Not quite. They're going to keep it. Here comes Harrison. He leaves it in for Ross. Shot. Good save. Shot.
Oh.
And a fantastic glove save by Shuck.
Come on,
that was a pretty save by Shuck there. Oh my God.
Let's see.
He's lying on the ice, just soaking it in.
I don't blame him for that, Snow Angel.
Look at that bang. All the net and just gloves it down.
Connor
Full butterfly.
Harrison, he will wake up at 3 in the morning dreaming of that shot again.
He will.
Toby Shuck has not stopped playing, that is for sure.
A man that size should not be able to do the splits.
Or wins that face-off for the Thunder, and they control it behind the net, looking to move this one out. Pass to the near side, deflected back. Orr's got it, gets it poked away. Enright collects the rebound. He sends it in, goes behind to Brooks, back to Orr, and Sofer has to clear that one as that bounced a little funny. Now Schroyer at the left point, waits, now shoots. That gets hit by Orr off the shin. That'll hurt. 3-on-2 the other way. And it's Ross leaving it behind. Drop pass, shot, and Shuck knocks it aside. Now the Stampede hold on to it. Good hit there by Hurring. But it's going to go back out to neutral. Stampede with it. Burns has it. Passes across the ice to the point. Long shot and a goal. It's Sofer with a redirection from Chalice. And that makes it 7-3 Stampede.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful, beautiful tip there by Sofer.
Yeah, Colin mentioned that they had actually been practicing that, and it's obviously come to fruition. Let's have a look at that again. Shot and just a redirection.
Bar Mexico too. Very, very nice.
So 7-3.
And the face-off starts. It's the Thunder with the puck. And the 4-goal deficit on the day. Thunder just playing this one, looking for some pride to attach to here. Max Hurring with a shot. McCullum knocks that one away, goes straight up in the air, and we get a stop. for another face-off.
You guys spoke about watching out for penalties and suspensions, but I believe the Stampede have a lot to lose if they get tangled up with any sort of
any of the nonsense is what you're looking for, Dave.
Nonsense is the word. Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'm here for the words, apparently. Flight sending that into the corner. Stays in. Good rush there by Blair. Gets it back to Beckstead. Beckstead behind the goal looking for an outlet. He still has it. Gives it to Blair. In the middle there. And Barry can't do anything with it. Good backhand kept in by Flight, but then it's sent away. And they have to reset. Blair sending it forward, but to the wrong color jersey. And that goes back to Blair. He's going to catch up with it. Stampede go for a change. Blair's got it in the corner, stuck in his skates for a moment, now goes to Flight. He sees the puck. Then the backhand pass, nicely done to Audis. And now he's going to send it in, dump and chase to the other side. Schroyer's going to get there ahead of Ross. And it comes back in front. Chance, but nobody can pull the trigger on that. That was Lewis getting close. And now Audis with it. Audis sends it behind. Lewis has to chase, but it's a little too far. And it is Davis Ross getting it to Freer eventually. And it is Wilson at the point. He jumps over his stick. You have to go out of the zone here, reset. Freer going down in a heap. Wilson, the stick under him, and now he's going to go off the ice to try to get another stick. Freer comes across, 1-on-3. He's holding on to it. Sharp angle shot. He was looking for the pass there to McRae. That was knocked away at the last second.
Great stick in the lane there.
And that one comes back our side here to Steven. Tyon held up at the line, and the Stampede get that back out of the zone quickly. Sent up to Ross. This one the Nolan variety. He passes it forward. Good chance there. It wasn't connected up by Harrison. Now he's back in front. Another one through the crease by Ross, but not on target. Kicked away, and it is Beckstead with it, holding on to the puck. He's going to skate this one for a little while. He goes up the right side. Pulls the double team, sends it off the glass, goes behind the net. And it's the Stampede holding on to it. Enright with a good move with good hands there, holding the puck for a moment. But that's turned over. Sent the length of the ice. Well, no icing here. That was playable apparently. And it's Ross with it, puck in front. Chalice looking. Chalice in front to McCullum there. And that was a kick save. That it was at close range. And that goes into the corner on the other side, or chases it down and hurrying. But it's the Stampede with it for the moment. They get it out of the zone. Goes back to Schroyer. Schroyer with a shot directly in on Brooks. Breadbasket catch. He sends it away. Campbell lets it go. And now it's in front. Chance. Enright can't get it away with any power. And now Sofer has it. Looking to get rid of it. Cross ice pass. Up to Chalice. McCarg looking for it, but it is turned back around. And it is the Thunder going for a change. Enright going off the ice. Shout out for the interviews, Matt. Thank you. Puck just being held behind the net. Taking their time. And now it's McCarg with it. That's turned over. Blair giving it up. Schroyer having to chase it down. And as that puck gets taken away, it's deflected and given back to the Stampede. Chance in front. Can't shoot there. And now Barry has it for a moment. Now Beckstead avoids the hit. That puck does come out, and there's the physicality. McCarg and Barry getting at it. Shot, that goes high.
Great shot. Or Jesse Hutchins, I should say.
And Ross to Freer. Sending it behind the net. That one goes forward. Wilson's going to collect this one for the Thunder. They go for a change. Beckstead off the ice. Getting up to Barry. Audis with a great move trying to get around his player. And gets it back. Chance, shot. And that is a good glove save by Brooks. One of his better ones tonight. Another shot in. Easy one and stopped. Glove on the ice for face-off.
Well, good end-to-end. You're right, that little glove save. There's quite a few wonderful saves by both goaltenders in that series, but that last one by Aston Brooks was very good.
And it'll be Audis out there again for the faceoff. He wins it, goes out just short of the blue line. High shot. That one gets blockered down. High rebound, but it goes out to the Stampede. Amston with it. He's going to come in offside, as it was there were a little miscommunication. Freer was a little bit quick. That the Lachlan variety.
Yep, just jumped the line there.
Yeah, he jumped the line. I think he expected that to come in quickly and just couldn't quite handle it there. C-Mac and Audis to take this one on the offside dot. Thunder have it. Lewis with it. Skates around the linesman. Sends it forward. Steitley has it. Was it played with a high stick? No, Amston did not, and they continue on. Lewis gets the trip call here. That'll be 2 minutes. Wait, I don't understand. The arm went down?
I did see an arm up.
Yeah, that arm went up.
Petron had an arm up and then dropped it.
That is different.
Yep.
Audis with it. Leaves it behind. Shot, and that is wide. Off the glass. Comes out quickly. McRae getting it out of the zone. Sent back in just as far as the linesman as that got caught in the skates. Amston giving it across the ice. Getting it back. And that one comes back to Beckstead. Beckstead coming through. Harrison dropping the stick. Beckstead going around the net. Gets one of the players to go down. But that's poked away as he holds on to it too long, and Ross gets that puck out of the zone. Schroyer now with it. Goes through the blue line. Takes a shot. That's off target. Hits the boards. Goes out. Stays in the zone. Beckstead with a good move. Stays in and gives it up. Tyon with a shot, and Brooks with the glove save. Guys, I got to talk about that. You see an arm go up. It changes the dynamics of play, and the arm goes back down. Nobody really is sure what's going on. That's not a good situation.
No, I think perhaps she thought it out. I can't read her mind. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm sure both teams will be questioning that. All right, face off.
It'll be Orr winning that one out to Schroyer. Schroyer holding it back, doesn't shoot, goes deep, goes up the goal line, in front, goes through the crease, shot, and that's deflected away. Goes out to the point. Does it stay in? It does. Flipped away, but stolen. Devlin's got it now. Devlin with the backhand going cross ice. It's Sofer getting it first, throwing it in. Slashed there by Schroyer. Didn't quite get the puck. Arm stays down. Thunder with it. And Enright looks for the outlet. Thunder going through. Hurring goes across the blue line. Loses the puck. Goes off the kick plate on the back. Comes back. Schroyer with it at the blue line. Deflected shot. Bounces into the corner. And that's knocked away. Good hit there. Jacob Hurring falling over his player. And that goes back to Orr. McCullum taking the worst of that physicality there. Shot by Orr. Knocked away. Another shot by Orr. He turned around, body block, and that goes into the Zamboni corner. And that's going to go to the length of the ice. It should be an icing here, and it is. Beckstead's back there to win the race.
That was a beautiful play by Blair along the boards there as well. You can just see the way he's reversed it off the boards to get the pass back out was, great heads-up play.
We've had about 3 whistles in the last 10 minutes. It's been a long series. The series have been long.
Flight with it. Can't get the shot away. Devlin's going to chase that one down. And now Flight trying to kick it away from the boards. They still have it for a moment, but it goes into the corner. Barry's going to have it. Now it is the Stampede puck. Coming out the right side is McCullum. Blair with it now. Knocked away from his stick. McRae happy to sit and wait as everybody gets onside. They do exactly that, throw it off the board. And it's Flight with the puck. Back to Beckstead. Up to Barry. Barry holds on to it. Takes the hip check. Goes deep with the puck there, but it stays in. Hurring flips it back up, stays in play. It's on the dasher for a moment, then comes back down. And another good save there by Hurring. Shot deflected away from Brooks. Hurring gets absolutely floored there for his troubles. And that puck goes out to neutral. Schroyer with it. Line change is coming. And it's Max Herring shaking his head a little bit. Shot deflected. Beckstead's shot going up into the netting for stop and play.
Those hits are sort of matching. There's lots of physicality. Stampede aren't buckling under that. I get that Thunder are coming out with a little bit more physicality.
Absolutely. I mean, they're playing with a lot of heart here.
Ross wins that from Audis, and the Stampede have the puck, trying to move that out. Long pass up to the blue line, taken away immediately. And it is Schroyer who gives it up back to Burns. Burns comes in, shot, and that deflection goes just left of the pipe. Amston trying to throw it back in. He does exactly that. Goes back to Schroyer on the right side. He's going to get it away from Harrison. Now goes over to Lewis's stick, goes out to neutral. Burns has it. Burns is going to meet the penalty box. He's knocked aside. Now Harrison. Harrison pushed aside by Schroyer. And just some general physicality there. Puck goes the length of the ice here, but it's not icing. Regan Wilson's going to grab that puck and send it back to Schroyer. And they play catch. That one to tie on to Audis. Audis kicks it to himself. Good move there, good hands. He's upended. Sofer, that is no call there. Arm stays down. So Beckstead's going to have to chase this one down.
Offside.
That is offside. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, guys. I mean, I hate being critical of any type of calls here, but it's not going to affect the game in any way.
No.
But it feels like these types of calls that could be a little bit marginal, if they don't get them, that's the way the games get away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't want that.
So there has been an ejection of some sort. I'm not sure exactly who it was.
Schroyer's just...
They're visibly upset there, but I mean, understandable also.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a bench call or if it was just
get off the ice before before we take you off the ice.
Yeah, hurry up with a shift change, I guess.
Yep.
So no calls there. Beckstead with the puck. 5-on-5 hockey still.
Beckstead.
Yeah, he's talking a
moving
lot.
as fast as his feet.
Yeah, taunting a bit.
That's offside. If it's touched, it's not. That comes back out. A race for it. McCullum with the puck still. Stick lost. Stick knocked out of somebody's hands. Shot. That's deflected away. Shot. That goes in the glass and hits the netting for a stop in play.
I think that the wobbles are starting to happen.
Yep.
And referees are going to have to stamp themselves on this game. 7:46 left.
But I mean, with Dunedin being in such a massive hole right now, there's not really much they've got left in their playbook other than, maybe have some impact on the finals.
Well, they're definitely playing this one out. It's not, they've definitely been trying to get that offense going, even though they haven't necessarily done it.
They've had no quit, that's for sure.
And another quick discussion. Referees over at the Stampede bench. And now I think we're ready to go. McIntosh wins that one. Kicks it to a teammate, McRae. And that was a chance in front there. It was Hutchins trying to get it. The Stampede playing pretty deep in their bench now. That goes forward to Audis. Audis with some speed, but he gets pulled to the left. He holds up the corner, snows the corner, leaves it behind. The puck gets eaten up by Davis Ross. And that's sent around to McRae. Passed across the ice to McIntosh. He comes in on the right side. Doubled up and the puck comes away with a glove on the ice. And that's left behind. Flight couldn't quite hold on to it. Audis was going for the break. And now McRae has it. Deflected on that pass by Flight. Now it's Anston. Throws it back to McRae. And sent deep. Wilson collects the puck, sends it around to Enright. He's going to get it on the half boards and look up and find nobody there. Harrison on the light forecheck. Ross coming in a little bit. Well, we're going to rip one 160 feet, and Brooks actually makes a blocker save, I think more for fun than anything else. And now it's Orr. Yeah, that shot was not on target, just to be clear about that. Orr with it, goes through a chance, and he can't get any stick on that as it goes close to the crease. And we get a call here. So this one's going to be a hold or a hold or a hook, one or the other. And now the frustrations do boil over a little bit. That is holding the stick 2 minutes for number 3, Stefan Amston.
SkyCity? Oh, well.
He's having a few words. Here we go again. Let's see where that hold is.
So it's the holding the stick. That helps.
All right. Thank you for that. Great chance for Dunedin. Sink one.
Yeah, well, we've got that Dunedin power play unit 1 out there again with Schroyer, Beckstead on the quarterback on the blue line there, or on the draw.
Is that Stroyer or Destroyer?
Destroyer.
That shot from the point. We'll see how he goes.
Beckstead to Schroyer, low shot. That's kick save out to the corner. Stays in. Beckstead catches it at the point. Sends it a little lower. Audis turns around with it. Tries to give it back to Beckstead, but that's stolen away.
Shot on net.
Why not, right?
Why not? Exactly.
So everybody's having fun at this point, I guess, if you can call it that. Schroyer passing it to Beckstead. Gains the zone, holds on to it. Good toe drag shot, and that's a glove save by Brooks. That was a speedy cut there by Beckstead, but Brooks up to it.
Young Axel Jones.
Ollie Rusty Jones
Rusty
there.
Jones. I was trying to get that out. Yeah, the brother of Axel out there tumbled in front against Beckstead.
And we'll have another face-off here with 1:24 to go on this power play.
Good to see Ollie getting some PK1 time there as well.
It goes to Audis. He backhands it to Beckstead to Schroyer. Long shot high and over hits the glass. Beckstead with it again, holds toe drag, flips it back, tries to get it to Orr. Now Schroyer has it, high diamond. They're not letting him shoot high. Body block, and that'll get some good response out of the bench. And McCarr getting that puck first. That's just hustle all the way through it. Beckstead throwing the body. Oh, and that's going to be called.
Yeah, he left his feet and targeted his head, so...
Yeah, that's
you can't really argue with that.
No, that's a charge. There's no question about that. But again, you've got the difficulty of somebody is looking at that from 3 meters away and doesn't call it, doesn't lift an arm, doesn't bat an eye as a good hip check. But it was the referee in the back that calls it a charge. Maybe that's because you don't see the incoming couple of steps. But it's a. There's another one.
Stroyer's gone as well.
Then that would be for talking afterwards, I think.
I'd say so.
So it'll be 4 skaters against 3 if that's the case. But Beckstead going off for that charge.
Now we've got a third person in the box as well with Lily sitting. So there's potentially some.
I've just got Amston here at the moment. We'll see what. Yeah,
Amston will be playing out from the previous penalty.
Yep.
And then we have Beckstead and Schroyer serving 2 apiece, and we've got Lily sitting as well, which must be some kind of bench minor or something along those lines.
Well, that will come into play after the 2 on the board come off. It's going to be a tough one here for the Thunder. Shot, good save. McRae's low shot knocked away by Shuck. And they're trying to get rid of that one. Audis doing a good job getting that out. Audis, Flight, and Blair on the ice for the Thunder. Freer holding on to it, gives it back to McRae. He's got to skate this one down, but it's Audis getting to it first. Now McRae's got it in front. Goes out high, stays in the zone, but it's turned over. And we got a breakaway. Flight with it. Flight one-on-one, kick save.
Good hustle, Flighty.
And Flight just getting caught a little bit flat-footed at the end there. That's a tough one to do. Now 2-on-2. Stampede, good save there by Shuck. Just got a toe on it, and that goes out to the corner. Burns with it now, sends it in.
5.
Davis Ross going in.
The penalty's expired,
And another one, this is going to be another boarding call. Blair's going to go, and there's a little extras after that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys.
We'll get you to put your seat backs and seat trays in the full and upright position.
Yeah, so we'll definitely get Blair going off. Whether or not McCrae goes for the matching minor, we'll see. But the difficulty here when it's playing this one out for the last of a series, it's a tough way to finish here. We have 4:03 officially on the scoreboard before this one ends.
It's the only way it's kind of going to go, though. We're going to see a replay of all that here, just coming up now.
So there.
So yeah, a bit of boarding there, and then sitting over him. Ross stands up.
Yeah, and some of the Queenstown faithful deciding to litter a little bit on the ice. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, it could have been a Thunder fan. There is a few of them here still.
Yeah, we got Davis Ross going off for roughing in that case.
Yeah.
Okay, that is we'll see what that call.
That Thunder penalty box is looking very crowded at the moment. So we've got Hurring in there, Schroyer, Beckstead, Lilly. Who have we got on that side, Matt?
At this point, we just have Davis Ross.
Davis Ross, roughing. All right.
That penalty's not on the board yet, so they're still sorting that out. Unfortunately, the administrative side of things on this part of
there's a fair bit of paperwork.
Yeah, you gotta get it right, and it takes a little time.
I want to say Jackson Flight, that little neutral zone pickup and then boosts it. That was spectacular.
Love that.
You could see the entire crowd stand up. That's what they're here for.
Yep.
And Brooksy made a great save. You're right. Kind of ran out of real estate on his last move, I think.
He did. But Flighty's a great player, and if he gets an opportunity like that, he's in a great position to do something memorable with it.
Yeah, I'd like to see him go, instead of going backhand and low, I'd like to see him pull it back and go high on that, especially against Brooks. If you're going to go challenge his glove side and try to get up in the corner in that situation, and it is incredibly easy for me to sit here and say that 3 minutes later.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Hey, if anybody want advice on anything, just ask us.
Just give us a shout, right?
Yeah, we'll tell you what you need to know. We know everything up here.
They're still sorting out we don't know everything because we're still waiting to get all the penalties sorted out here. So, I guess after we get underway here, after the next break, maybe we'll talk a little bit about the league and what this means. That's a possible hook there, and that goes the length of the ice. So it is a power play for the Stampede. Amston leaving it behind. 5 on 3 at the moment, skaters. And that comes into Nolan Ross, leaves it behind for McCullum. McCullum takes the shot, in front, shot and goal. Ross picks up the rebound, sends it to the roof, and hits the water bottle. And that's a goal for the Stampede.
That is a great goal, yep.
Well,
defense from Thunder doing as much as they could to close off Jared McCullum there. With the rebound. It just had too much time in front.
5 on 3 is always going to be challenging no matter what, but when you get a rebound, that's just not easy to do, and that's why you don't want to go down 5 skaters to 3. So Beckstead back out on the ice.
So now we're up to.
Okay, and just as
it's still 5 on 3 here as well. Dunedin just put out an extra player, but
so Max Hurring went off on a major penalty, which would explain why that's going to stay 5 on 3.
Yep, okay.
His time hasn't started yet, but that's you drop the 2-minute penalty and then the major takes over. Amston with it goes low against the goal line. They pass it around. The high triangle getting extended very quickly. Beckstead just sitting on the crease, and they're just deciding who's going to take this shot. Goes out to McCullum. He's high, takes a long shot. That doesn't get through, and Odd is trying to shuffleboard it out to neutral. He can't do it. It does get out just far enough, and Amston has to reset. McCullum with a long pass to the point.
Streyer's out now. Streyer's out, sorry.
And that leaves it for Sofer. Sofer with a pass, and that's an easy one to bury. It is Dylan Devlin.
Dylan Devlin sending it home.
Or had, as Stroyer came out of the box, or was striding very hard to get involved in that play, but you'll notice that he could not catch up, leaving still basically a 5-on-3.
So Amston across to Sofa, who pops it across to Devlin. Yeah, no chance there, unfortunately.
9-3 the score, and the Stampede still are on the power play. This time it's 5-on-4 with just under 3 minutes to go in this one. They just have to once again have another discussion by the bench here as they sort things out. Not sure if it's a...
I think what's happened is because two penalties occurred during that one fracas.
Yep.
They're trying to figure out who goes on and how many go on, but it should be just one player going on, I believe, because that penalty has not expired.
No, the major's still on the board.
Okay, so they're bringing Stroyer back in, which is, I'm not sure what's going on there. Or maybe he has to wait until the puck drop, the whistle, to come out, because I don't see his penalty up on the board anymore.
Hurrings is the only penalty on the scoreboard at the moment.
Yep.
So
Stroyer's in the box.
I think there's a little more to this story. I think he might be looking for a contact or a tooth or something, because Hurring's out there on the ice, and I think they're just trying to... He's over where that penalty took place, taking a very close look. So I think there's a little more to this, but you know, it's just speculative. They are coming off the ice for just a moment, so I don't know what, you know, we're just having that discussion down below us.
While we're doing that, I'd just like to take this opportunity as we get down to the very closing end of this game and obviously our season semifinals. I'd just like to thank all of our volunteers that have been involved through the entire nation to make this NZIHL league work. The machine needs volunteers in order to help. There's lots of people that are, if you're interested in getting involved, go see your rink, contact your local teams.
Absolutely.
And get involved.
And there's so many opportunities for different things like, we can always use more referees.
Oh, harsh.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah,
this is 5-on-3.
I didn't go there. I
know. The Thunder with that, they get rid of it. I guess we can talk, guys. I could call this game. Campbell's got the puck now. It is 5-on-3. We'll get to anything interesting, but this will turn around to be. So it's the number 2 seed that's going to advance here. So if there's any question about it, what anybody here in Queenstown will be wondering, and they'll be rooting for the Admirals coming up here. Campbell with a long shot and a glove save. Campbell with the snow angel, or the scrape right up to Shuck there. If you're for Queenstown, you are a West Auckland Admirals fan right now.
That's exactly very, very true. I couldn't agree more.
And the reason for that, and just to explain it
all. That
all.
doesn't sound right. Sorry, Matt.
No, I'm sure it won't.
Temporarily.
Yes, just for 1 week, right? So next weekend, you'll want to check out the Botany Swarm, who have the 1 seed and just by point, and ended up in front of the Stampede. But the Admirals are the 4 seed. And if the Admirals were to pull off their 2-game series against the Swarm, finals will be coming back here to Queenstown.
Yes.
If the Swarm win, this Stampede team will be traveling up to Auckland to face the Botany Swarm for the Burgle Cup. That is the scenario going forward. So you will want to be sure to check out whether or not it's the Admirals or the Swarm that get that series win coming up here, because if you want to get tickets and it's back here in Queenstown, you want the Admirals to win. Otherwise, it's a flight.
So next weekend, all you viewers, you'll want to focus on that Admiral Swarm weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Looks like we've got Hurring going back into the box here.
I think there's a puck being dropped here.
Yeah, turns out Blair's got it. And Blair's going to get rid of it here, hopefully, if he's killing a penalty. Goes as far as McIntosh. He gloves it down, and a hand pass is called.
Yeah, I think a hockey game broke out.
Yeah, it didn't take long, did it?
It did.
So that one's going to go back to the opposing offside circle for the drop. Still 5 skaters against 4 here. That was what we were thinking it was originally. So whatever was dropped over there, hopefully he finds his necklace or charms or whatever his lucky charm was, or I don't know. Who knows what it was he dropped. Anyway, it's Audis with it through the blue line. Takes a shot. Brooks just knocks it away, leaves it behind. And McIntosh slowly coming up the ice. As we finish this off, 2 minutes to go for the Stampede to go through as the number 2 seed in the Burgle Cup Finals.
Bullied off the puck there.
Audis. Back to Beckstead. Beckstead coming through. Kind of forget who's on the power play here. Beckstead loses his hat, couple of cross checks. And we'll stop play for that one. We stop play because the helmet came off. That'll mean Beckstead has to come off the ice. And don't think there's anything to this. There's some frustration, of course.
Yeah.
But when you lose the old chapeau, you must exit the ice.
You can see the frustration.
Yep.
You know that.
I think he just had the helmet off for all the fans to show off that beautiful flow of his.
Hey, you know if you have the playoff flow, you got to show it.
Oh, hell
Flight
yeah.
with a shot here. No, he pulls the trigger. There he goes, and that is a kick save into the corner, padding the shot count as well. And now McCullum has it. McCullum skating hard. Gets upended by Orr. Orr falls over as well. And now McCullum exits the zone. And the Stampede gets started. He leaves it behind. And nobody is in a hurry to get anything moving. Minute 5 to go in this series. It'll be Flight to pick it up. He sends it around. And that's going to come out of the zone. And it's Amston. McCullum sending it to the point. That is taken away.
Flighty.
Flight with it.
Oh,
couple
nice
of good moves.
Good
Takes
shot.
a shot, goes to the right. And Campbell with it. Campbell upended by Flight. Got to keep your eyes up on that one. Shot.
Head on a swivel.
And that goes to the side. And a glove save with Steven in front.
Yeah, that's a welcome to the league for young Campbell there from Flighty.
It sure was. Guys, I'm going to leave this with you. I'm going to go do an interview. So
all right.
You guys enjoy.
We shall.
Thank you, everybody, for having me on the broadcast.
Well, Matt, thank you very much for all your work. Face off to the left of Brooks here. Late in the third. 9-3 for the Stampede. Second of the 2 semifinal games. It's just pretty well fait accompli here. With 15 seconds left, battling for it against the boards. Knocked out. Flight pushing hard for it, holding on to it. McCog swings at it. Steffen with it. Steffen over the red line, and that ends this second semifinal. Wow, what an ending.
What an end to the game. The series.
I'm sure that it's going to, I won't be able to explain all the time and what happened in that. There's a lot wiser people that are going to be able to explain the penalty situation that occurred late in that third against the Phoenix Thunder.
Absolutely.
But as we have it, regular time over, 9-3. Stampede will be moving on to the big show. Where they play it, they don't know.
Exactly. We'll be eagerly watching the results of next weekend's game in Auckland.
Auckland, they may go. So what I love is you look at this and, you know, you'd think they were on a battleground 5 minutes ago and they're just it's a very small fraternity. Everybody kind of knows everybody. And the game's over, so a lot of it, the hostilities.
Exactly. And you got to take your hat off to Dunedin as well for they played a great season to even make it to the finals here as well. They're a great team. They're going to be one to watch in the coming seasons.
You know, 9-3. Toby Shook did not play a 9-3 game. He played and the shot clock 42-37, very close.
Yeah.
Dunedin did have their chances.
Oh, absolutely.
But they needed more than just a win, as we keep talking about.
You know, and it's tough. You know, losing Stegman a few weeks ago, losing Chris Eden tonight as well, him being out of the lineup, and yeah, it just had a bit of an impact. But you know,
that's the way it goes. Irene, by the way, Irene, thank you very much for the chocolates. Big shout out there to Izzy Knoll, watching from her university dorm, I think. But thank you to everybody that's watching, Thunder fans, and I know that the Admiral fans and Swarm fans will be watching this game intently, wondering who they're going to be battling against after next weekend. So it's been a spectacular season.
It has been an amazing season from Thunder, and they're going to go strength to strength moving forward. But as of tonight, the victory belongs to SkyCity Stampede.
So it'll be interesting. I was talking to some of the fans, and they say at the end of the second period, they kind of knew that they felt the Stampede was going to take it, and they were saying, we're nervous about buying tickets.
Oh yeah.
For first of all, where are the buying tickets, and do we need to buy a flight? Exactly. All right, we're going to go down to Cameron Freer with Matt Chavez for the interview.
Here with the Stampede coach Cam Freer. Once again, we were talking just yesterday about making that mentality a 0-0 new game. And that's exactly what happened today. How did you feel your guys responded?
Yeah, I think we did really well. I think all of our lines managed to step up today and, you know, have discipline when we needed them to. We needed to play 5-on-5 or on the power play today, and over the weekend that was the difference, I believe.
You guys also stayed out of the penalty box quite a bit and played very technically sound on your lanes. Do you think that was more of a maturity on the part of your team, or just more of an adjustment to the way that the Thunder play?
I think we made a few adjustments. The last few weeks at training, we've been working as a unit more on the defensive end in the D zone and giving them the outside and taking away the middle. And then through the neutral zone, we just know we need to keep their skill players to the outside. So I think everyone bought in. You know, for us, there's no top point scorer in the finals. It's about every single guy buying into playing 5-man hockey in the defensive zone. And from there, we know we've got enough skilled guys that'll take care of itself.
And I'm going to ask you the question you won't answer. Do you want the Admirals or Swarm?
We don't mind. We're ready for either.
Thanks, guys. Cam Freer from the winning Stampede.
Ready for either.
We're ready for either.
That's
exactly. That's I like that. That's a great mindset to have.
So yeah, obviously things went to plan for SkyCity Stampede. Cam talking about those working together cohesively as a defensive unit.
Yep.
Work and
5-man hockey.
Yeah, everybody involved. So that obviously played out and did what it was supposed to do. This is interesting, Joel, because this wraps up yours and my 2025 season.
Potentially not, depending on how the results go next week.
Oops.
You never know. Don't be saying those kind of things.
Stop it, David. Stop it. Anyway, yeah, well, it wraps up the regular season and the semifinals. One more game left to go. Anyway, this wraps it up. Big thanks to George, Michael, Molly. I'm Dave Dubnick.
I'm Joel LeBreton.
And we have Matt Chavez on the roaming reporter. I'd like to thank you, and we'll say good night.
Thanks again.